Yo, Representative Adam Schiff once told Bill Maher that he would rather vote for a corned beef sandwich than vote for Donald J. Trump as president. Uh, but we already had a corned beef sandwich for president. His name was Joe Biden. And look how that turned out. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Yo, Adam Schiff was talking mad crazy reckless on Bill Maher yesterday. He said he was talking crazy about our chief executive officer. He said he wondered how is it possible that this man who said that he would be a dictator on day one, this man who has 90 something felony indictments, this man who's been impeached twice, this man who led an insurrection, how is he running away? How did he run away with the nomination for president? And that is simply because Trumpito is the hands down the best president America's ever had. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get right to the video.
Is because at the end of the day, America is going to want a president who is a decent human being, who doesn't shit on other people, who has some interest in the American people, some interest in something beyond himself. I think at the end of the day, people are going to reject this bigoted, divisive figure. They're not going to want to put the country through.
Well, they
years of
have.
that.
They have every time except at one time. No, really. I mean, he really lost every election except the 2016, and that, of course, he didn't really win that one either. I mean, he did not the popular vote.
Right.
And I also, I don't know whether he did it, but I don't put anything past him. I also think Bergdorf should have better security.
Has there been any point in history in which, not to say it's a cult, but has there been any point in history in which the same candidate has been put forth 3 times in a row, 3 elections in a row by the same party?
3 elections, that's a great question.
3 elections in a row.
It could have happened with, who's the guy?
Teddy Roosevelt.
But I guess
Roosevelt. Well, no, Franklin Roosevelt won 4 elections in a row. So there you go.
Yeah, but, given the circumstances.
Right.
What would the second?
Maybe.
Well, there's always something going on in the country. Well, no, really, you can't do that. You can't be like, well, there's a war on. We have to stick with me. I mean, that doesn't work. It's a depression. Stick with me.
He lost the popular vote in both elections, but the bottom line is this. I respect the fact that you don't share my pessimism. I truly do. I understand where you're coming from. But I think that's part of the problem. I think the Democratic Party should share my pessimism. I think they should be on high alert. I think they need to treat him with the seriousness that it deserves, because you having a lot of faith in the American people. The man did get over 74 million votes. You've got people that are looking at Joe Biden. I'm not going to call him a cognitive mess or anything like that. That's very disrespectful. I would never speak about our president that way. But when you're 82 years of age, it's not offensive to say you're no longer a spring chicken and you don't seem to have the level of 5 and the energy that you once used to have. And so you take that into consideration. You can't ignore the fact that this man is a threat.
Oh, make no mistake. I take him as serious as a heart attack.
Okay.
I'm optimistic, but we're going to have to fight tooth and nail. And one of the biggest obstacles we're going to have to overcome is all the efforts to prevent people from voting.
Okay.
We're going to have to turn out our people. We're going to have to work like never before. We're going to have to work like our democracy is on the line, because it damn well is.
Right.
I take this as serious as a heart attack.
It was a question I was going to ask you. We ran out of time.
Sure.
The Atlantic put out an article last year, and it was called "Separating Sports by Sex Doesn't Make Sense."
Right.
And talked about how we separate sports like the WNBA and just because it's just socialization. This is insane.
I agree.
Okay. That's why people vote for Trump.
Shut.
There's stuff like that on the left that people just go, I know Trump's horrible, but separating by sports by sex makes perfect sense. And if you think it doesn't, you can't leave the country.
Man, you Democrats, y'all want transgender athletes to compete in women's sports. Y'all spending billions of dollars on everybody else except for Americans, and you continue to have absolutely no connection with us, the Americans that live here. Embarrassed us in Afghanistan. We've been stationed there for almost 30 years, and now the Taliban is basically rich from selling oil to China and financing terror groups, messing up the whole Middle East that we had just fixed up. You know what I'm saying? You'll continue to avoid the truth that Trumpito winning the popular vote and the electoral vote pretty much explains it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I can't imagine Adam Schiff is going to be happy with Trumpito running a third term or possibly a fourth term. But who really cares what Adam Schiff thinks? I care about what you think. Tell me in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time,